gave these scientists permission to dig up these old graves? Who gave them? Wow, that's crusty. I want to know who signed it off. Who gave them permission to dig up these old graves? The maddest thing is, these men are not just digging up any sort of grave, just any grave on the street. They're not digging up Dave's, Naomi, Fukayo, Oluwatobi. They're not digging up them, man. They're digging up the pharaohs. The Egyptians are going deep into the tombs and they're taking them out and they're unwrapping them. Did we not just come out of a Panasonic? A panoramic, a pandemic. We just came out a pandemic. And you're telling me you guys now want to awaken spirits? Oh, you must be mad. Now the dead can't even sleep. The dead can't rest. You guys want to awaken them? You must not fear death. You must not. To this day, 2022, you don't know how them Egyptians built pyramids, but you want to unravel, you want to undig. Wow, English. You want to dig up the graves and play scientist with the pharaoh's body. Oh! I'm not involved. Bye God. Listen, when you guys awaken these spirits and they curse your life, I'm not involved.
So the pharaohs cannot even rest in peace because their remains are being dug up for scientific experiments. The blatant disrespect, which of course they know is disrespectful, but they just don't care. They do what they want to do at the end of the day, right? I mean, these people don't even have respect for the living. So of course the dead is definitely not going to be off limits. They can't even speak for themselves at this point, so... Right.
I won't lie, at this point I'm getting cremated. And if I am in charge of my parents' or grandparents' burials, I'm cremating them too. Because a lot makes me think that if we had to dig up our ancestors, that their bodies may not even be there. Or if their bodies are there, their organs aren't. That's including their eyes. I mean, if we had to be honest, how many of us actually take the initiative to look into the body parts of our people before we bury them? We respect the dead. Extremely. We logically can't even comprehend how they are digging up our ancestors, never mind eating them. And we think they wouldn't do it with us.
Because just the thought that she could die and just want to rest and people will be digging her up for whatever experiments, she would not want that to happen to her. She would want to be left alone and respected. And I think the pharaohs would appreciate that too, if only these people would freaking leave them alone. People talking about who gave them the permission. They give themselves the permission to do all the things that they've ever done and all the things that they continue to do. So once again, they've given themselves the permission to go disrespect the dead, and that's exactly what they are doing in the name of scientific experiments. Anyways, they went on with their scientific experiments and the results are out, and that's exactly why I wanted to make this video.
But the CT scan has one more surprise for Alejandro. Shemai's ethnicity.
Well, they have just told me that Shemai had Nubian features, which means that their ruling family was probably Nubian, and that was unexpected.
That was unexpected for who?
When we are very well aware that they keep rewriting our history, when you lie, you need to cover it up with another lie and another lie and another lie.
When you go on a scientific journey, as I would assume, you go blank, hoping to actually find the truth. So you do not get the truth and you say, well, that was unexpected, meaning you had expectations.
Examining Shemai's anatomy closely, the thickness of his bones and the shape of his nasal cavity, the anthropologists think he was a black African, likely from neighboring Nubia.
Really be trying. How the fuck were you Egyptian looking like a roast chicken like that, huh? Huh? Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
A huge revelation that challenges the prevailing image of the Egyptian ruling class.
We always thought the ancient Egyptian elites were Mediterranean type, and in this sense, Shemai is representing the society of the frontier, in which different ethnic groups were mixed. At the end, it doesn't matter the color of your skin. Shemai was Egyptian.
How convenient. How convenient. At the end, it doesn't matter the color of your skin. Shemai was Egyptian. Now, it doesn't matter the color of his skin. But it has always mattered when you thought he was white. You wanted to make sure that these elite pharaohs or elite Egyptians remained white. But now all of a sudden you find out something different. It doesn't matter. You can tell he did not want to share that piece of information.
In Egypt, it's brown. Africa is black.
So Egypt.
It's a continent.
So were they your people? Were they your people? Wait.
Look,
So
this
Egypt.
is Africa. Middle East here, it includes Egypt.
So wait.
Look at your map.
So Egypt is in the Middle East.
Yeah, in Middle East.
It's not in Africa. It's not in Africa.
It's not in Africa. Look at your map. History.
About to go viral in 3,
Africa.
2, 1.
Say Africa is dark. Egypt is brown. Like you, it's brown.
Oh, Africa's also Egypt's not black.
Egypt is not black.
Oh,
The lower
right.
portion down there, they're black.
I mean, these look pretty black to me, but they're missing their faces, though, right?
That's not black.
It's not black.
It's the color. You see the painting, it's brown. Look at the painting, it's brown. Look at your map.
Egypt is an ancient African original Nubian civilization that came out of
That's
Sudan.
right, the Nubia.
So just relax your backside.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true.
So guys, I put this clip up just to spice this video a little bit so you can take a look at some cultures and the similarities that they all have, even when you compare it with the Egyptian culture. That's because yeah, obvious reasons. You know, it's crazy how race, skin color and whatever matters when the people in question are white. They make sure they enforce the whiteness. But when it becomes black, all of a sudden you're like, it doesn't matter, we are all one. He was Egyptian. The hell? It's how this whole thing plays in front of us. Every single time it plays in front of us. It's the exact same thing we see when we have conversations around the color of Jesus' skin. This man has been white for so long. It mattered that he remained white, even though the Bible didn't describe him as such, right? But then when conversations started coming up and people are talking about, wait a minute, this man wasn't white. Why do you guys say it was? All of a sudden now, it doesn't matter really. It doesn't matter if Jesus was white or black. It's just skin color. We should move past that. It doesn't matter what race he is. Jesus would not want us focusing on his skin color. It's about who the man stands for. I'm like, I mean, it's not something that we did not know before. It's just white people staying in their white bubble and wanting every greatness to have been white and from white. That's why we're here. If only they tell the truth as it is.
I find it crazy how white people think they brought civilization here instead of interrupting it. Like, you genuinely think Africa, with all its resources, culture, philosophy, medicine, and education, needed you? You interrupted our civilization. You didn't give us one. In fact, every place you colonized, you held us back. In fact, if you think we're doing so badly, leave and watch us progress without you. You didn't bring any culture, you didn't bring any resources, you didn't bring any technology. All you brought was capitalism and homophobia and racism and then imperialism by taking more land. The technological advances, the art, the natural resources, How is it that the countries that are so-called advanced are the same countries that did all the colonizing? You think that's a coincidence?
It's not going to take too long, as we see already their lies are crumbling by their feet. Truth definitely is going to come to light. Like we say in Nigeria, when breeze blow, Fawoyansh must open. The breeze is already blowing and the Fawoyansh, they are opening. That's just wrong. See, that just literally means that with time, truth is always going to prevail. I think I'm going to leave this here. Let me know down below in the comment section what you think. Bye.
Where all the African news is shown. Stay tuned for Black history, society, and culture. Want to be entertained with more Black trivia and much more facts? Well, this is a place to go. Hey, did you know the first computer was made by a Black person? No, I didn't know. Where'd you find out? Congoli Solo, where you can find more information like this and much more. Make sure to check out the Your Space section, where you can put your own publications, events, ads, and even your thoughts. Want more information? Go to www.congolisolo.net. Congolisolo forever!